Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go over the very basic aspects of the manometer. So what you're looking at here, this very exciting piece of equipment, this is a digital manometer. Okay, so this is actually three-dimensional, you couldn't tell. Okay, so this is a really powerful tool for the energy auditor. And I'm just going to go over the very basic part. So you can see here, if we just turn this thing on, the on button, okay, so we have two displays. What's really important to know about this is we have two sides. We have the A side, you can see it says A right there, and then we have the B side. So you can think of this as two pieces of equipment in one, sort of divided right down the middle. And if you see the display here, this is the A display and the B display. So there's a bunch of things we can do with this. For this video, I'm just going to show you the very basic aspect of how it works. So a manometer, by definition, just measures pressure, okay? And so the way that you're going to measure pressure is it has, on each side, you have these two ports. Now, if you look from the side, you can see how they protrude out, all right? So it's going to, this piece of equipment is going to measure the pressure in these ports and these ports. And if you look closely, you can see on our A side here, we have our input port and our reference port. So what this does is it measures the pressure difference between the input port and the reference port. So it's really important to point out that it is a pressure difference, or what we call a delta P. So it's going to measure the difference between these two ports. That's exactly where it measures it. Another thing to point out, if you look a little closely here, see the unit is a capital P and a lowercase a, so it's pascals. So pascals is the unit of pressure that we're going to use. So let me just give you a really quick example as why this is useful. You can see right now it's saying 0 pascals. And if you think about it, it shouldn't be reading a delta P because it's measuring the pressure at these 2 points, and right now the air pressure in the room should be the exact same at these 2 ports. Now I'll show you a little demonstration. A common piece of equipment you will use is a hose like this. This is like medical grade tubing. Okay, so what we can do, let's see if I can sort of show you here, is we can actually put this tubing on this port. It's really hard to do with one hand, so let's see if I can accomplish that. Okay, now, the beauty of this is that we have this really long hose. Okay, here's the end of the hose, really long hose. Now what it's going to do is it's actually going to measure the pressure at the tip of this hose with relation to the input right here. So let's just do a quick example. So you can see the pressure, if you can notice, it's sort of changing a little bit. But it still should be pretty close because the hose is right near, that's actually because I'm stepping on it. Okay, so don't pinch it because it'll mess up your pressure measurement. So let's just do one little thing. I'm going to actually plop this hose inside of this room. Okay, so this is just a little closet. Shut the door. Okay, see it goes under the door. It's not pinched, which is really important. Now what it's showing, wow, look at that. So if you zoom in here, that's 8.3 pascals of pressure on our, now this is the A channel. So this is the reference port and the input port. So what this is saying is the pressure at the end of the hose is positive 8.4 pascals with respect to this input hose right here. So that's saying that there's in this room over here, there's positive pressure. And I'm guessing what's happening right now is that there is a diffuser, so the heating system or the cooling system, I guess today, is probably blowing air out into the room. And that's, as it fills up the room, it's increasing the pressure inside the room with respect to the pressure here. So let's do something real quick here. I'm going to open up this door. Door is open. Let's open it a little more and see what happens. Aha. So the pressure equalizes. Okay? So that's just a little demonstration of how a manometer works, and we'll be looking at videos that use the manometer, and you will be using the manometer a lot throughout the semester.